Hello, Haline Victoria again. One more class. Hopefully, you are enjoying our classes. We are really happy to be here. Um, this is our second class in the week. I will be teaching every Monday and Wednesday at 11:30. Math Flow 1.5 from Lobby Pilates, Palmate Bay, and Kendall. Okay, and let's get started. Remember, I think it's just the big advice I can give to you is just listen to your body. If some movement doesn't feel right for you, for your body, just don't do it. Or if you know your modifications, do it. Okay? Just listen to your bodies. If something doesn't feel right, don't do it. Okay? And if you have a towel, I have a towel here, and just use it to when you're doing some flexion, remember if you have some low bone density or some spine issues, try to prop your head up and try to not curl your flex forward here. Just keep your head down. You can just move a little bit your breastbone up, but try to not curve forward. Okay? And let's get started. I'm gonna use the towel today. If you don't need to use it, you don't use it. But I'm gonna use today just to demonstrate how to use it. Okay? And let's get started. Yes, let's do it. You're gonna start on your back. Let's lie down on your back here. Hopefully you can see and hear me. Okay, let's lie down here. Nice and easy. Yes. Keep your feet flat on the floor, and I have my head on my towel here. And just relax your shoulders. Try to soften your ribs. Try to feel your pelvis really grounded on the floor. And then relax your arms by the side of your bodies. And let's start with just some breathing movement here. Take a deep breath in through your nose and feel your ribs expanding to the sides and towards the back as well. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, feel the ribs gliding down towards your hips. And again, inhale. And exhale deeply through your mouth. And let's do 2 more times. Deep inhale through your nose. And deeply exhale through your mouth. And one more time. There we go. Now find your neutral spine. Now remember that your neutral spine, on your neutral spine, you have just the 3 points of your spine touching the floor. That should be your pelvis, your shoulder blades, and the back of your head. Really try to avoid imprinting your low back on your mat, and give some space on your cervical spine as well. And then relax your arms. There we go. You're going to start today with some pelvic tilt. You're just going to roll your sit bones up to the ceiling. Now imprint your low back on your mat, and then as you inhale, drop your tailbone down towards the floor. It's just rocking your pelvis forward and back. This is just to wake up the deep pelvic muscles here. You're gonna feel the release of your low back, and then I'm gonna just move your arms up here just to show you the movement on your pelvis. Just rocking forward and back. Exhale to move your sit bones up to the ceiling, and inhale to drop your tailbone down. Nice and easy. Try to connect with your breath. Exhale. Inhale to drop. And exhale. And inhale. is just some mobilization on your pelvis, just to start warming up here. And let's do 3 more. And 1 more. There we go. Now, find your neutral pelvis again, somewhere between these 2 movements. Reach your both arms up to the ceiling, palms facing each other here. And then you're going to move your arms, both arms over your head. You can allow your ribs to pop up a little bit here. That's okay now. Try to reach your arms over your head. A little bit, feel this stretch here. And then as you bring your arms up, again, you're going to drop your ribs down and bring your arms all the way up. And just be careful with your pelvis. Try to not tilt your pelvis here. Try to keep your pelvis in neutral. And inhale. And exhale to come up. And let's do 3 more. Nice and easy. Just some mobilization of your shoulders. And 1 more. There you go. And come back with your arms up. And then open the arms out to the sides and come back up. And 2. 2 more. And 1 more. There we go. And then you're going to alternate. Your one arm goes over your head, one arm down by your side, and then switch. And switch. And then at this time, try to keep your ribs down. Try to not pop your ribs up. Try to not curl your spine here. Try to stay there. And move just your arms. 4, 3, 2, 1, and reach both arms up, and then lower your arms all the way down. Now, you're going to do some bridgings. For your bridging, remember, take the towel away here. Keep your head flat on the floor. From here, you're going to curl your sit bones up to the ceiling again, and then peel your spine up. Reach your sacrum up to the ceiling and take a deep breath in. Try to create a long line here from your shoulders, hips, and knees, and then slowly melt your spine all the way down. And if this kind of bridging doesn't feel good for your body, you can always just lift your hips up and drop your hips down. But today, let's try with some articulation. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, move your spine all the way up. Inhale, exhale, move your spine all the way down. Try to feel each segment of your spine coming down at a time. And let's do 2 more. All the way up. And all the way down. There we go. Last one. All the way up. Hold your hips lifted now. Reach your both arms over your head. Keep your arms over your head. And then slowly melt your spine all the way down. And then bring your arms up to the ceiling. And then come back with your arms by the side of your body. Now, you're going to keep your heels together, toes apart. Still with your feet flat on the floor and bring your spine up. Again, move your spine all the way up. Now, hold your hips lifted and lift your heels. Try to bring your feet a little closer to your sit bones here. And then, in this position, you're going to just drop your hips 1 inch down and bring them up. And 1 inch down and up. And up through it. Let's do 5. 1 more. Hold your hips lifted and you're going to close and open your knees like butterflies here. Imagine you're flying around and open, close for 5 more. 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. And slowly melt your spine all the way down. And come back with your feet flat on the floor. There we go. Now, last variation on our bridging. You're gonna curl up again, move your spine up, and then bring your right leg up in tabletop. Try to keep your hips at the same level here, and then switch. It's like marching the legs. And switch. And switch. And switch. There you go. Switch. And switch. For 3 more. 2, 1. And slowly come back. Reach your sacrum up to the ceiling. Inhale through your nose. As you exhale, start to melt your spine all the way down. There we go. Come back on your neutral pelvis. If you want to, come back with your head on your towel here. Now, you're going to bring one leg up in tabletop and then the other leg up in tabletop. Keep both legs in tabletop. Both arms reaching up to the ceiling. Remember, shoulder blades down. And then you're going to start with your femoral arcs. You're going to lower your right toes down. Try to tap the floor, the ground here, and bring it up. And then your left and right. And really try to connect with your breath. There you go. Now you're going to combine with your arms. And as you lower your left toes down, your right arm goes over your head. And then come back and switch. And switch. And switch. Try to feel the activation on your abs here. Always keeping your neutral pelvis and your ribs really soften. 3 more. 2. 1 more. And slowly bring your both legs in tabletop. Lower your both arms down here. Now you're going to do double leg femoral arcs. You're going to try to lower your both feet down. Try to not arch your back here. Go as far as you can. And then come back up. And exhale. And slowly come back up. This is really hard. This is really working the lower abs here. And up. And lower. And up. And you're going to do for 3. And up. And 2. And up. And 1 more. There you go. And then lower one foot down, the other foot down, and rest a little bit. Now, you're going to do some more flexion. You're going to do flexion now. If you don't want to do, if you that doesn't feel good, the flexion for you, the flexion is, flex your spine like this. You can keep your head on your towel here, or just move your breastbone a little bit up like this. All right? If not, if you're able to do flexion, let's do it. Let's interlace your fingers here, and let's bring your both hands behind your head. And then let's lift one leg up, the other leg up. Take a deep breath in as you exhale. And again, you can just lift a little bit, or you can curl up. Hold here, and then you're going to do single leg stretch. Reach the one leg forward, right leg forward, and hold for 3, for 2, 1, and come back. And then your left, and hold for 1, 2, 3, and come back. Now, reach your right leg forward, and then kick this leg up, flex your foot, and lower the leg almost all the way down, point your toes, and up, and flex, and lower, and point, and up. 1 more. And point, and come back. Hold your flexion. Now, reach your left leg forward. Point your toes here. Lift the leg up, up, up. Flex your foot and lower the leg. Point your toes to lift. Flex your foot to lower. And 2 more. 1 more. And then come back. Lower your head down. Rest one foot down, the other foot down. You can open the arms out to the side and drop your knees all the way to the right, keeping your both shoulder blades grounded, and drop your knees all the way to the left. And come back. There we go. And again, both legs up in tabletop. Interlace your fingers, both hands behind your head. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, curl up. Hold your flexion here. Now you're going to keep your legs in tabletop. When you're going to rotate your spine towards your left knee, and then right, and then left, and breathe. And for 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. You can do it. One more. Reach. Fingertips reaching long. Come deeper to your flexion, and rest your head down and lower one foot down at a time. Yes, great. Now let's do your 100. And again, you can keep on your 100, you can keep your legs in tabletop, or your legs up, or a little bit more challenge your legs like in your 45 degrees, okay? You can pick one, and let's do it. Now, let's start reaching both arms up to the ceiling. Bring both legs in tabletop. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, curl your head and shoulders up. Try to reach your fingertips long. Try to engage the muscles underneath your armpit here. And then you can keep the legs here, reach the legs up, or lower the legs. I'm going to keep my legs in tabletop today. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, start to pump in your arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come deeper and deeper and deeper. And then rest your head down and just rock. Pull your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Woohoo! There we go. All right, now let's do some side work today. Let's lie down on your right side, and you can keep the towel on your head here, or if you have no towel, just keep your bottom arm to support your head here. And keep your knees together, heels together. Try to keep your heels in line with your sit bones here. And then place your hand on your top waist here. And then try to pull the waist here away. Try to move the side of your spine a little bit up. Your ribs come up a little bit. And then you're going to do your planchas. You're going to open the top knee up and down. Just nice and easy here. Try to not drop your top hip down. Try to keep always the top hip on the top hip in line with your bottom hip here. Yeah, let's do for 3 more. For 2, 1 more. There we go. Now, let's try to reach both legs away from you here and bring your both legs a little bit forward. A little bit, just a little bit. There we go. Try to stay up here. Pull your ribs up here. And then flex your both feet. And then you're going to lift the top leg up and just lower a little bit. And lift and lower. Always keep this hip Really, the hips really square here. Really try to think about the stability on your hips for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold this leg up and give me little circles, little tiny circles. Always think about the stability of your hips. 2 more in this direction. And then you're going to switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more, 1 more. Then you're going to do some leg kicks. You're going to kick your leg forward, flex your foot, and point your toes to come back. And flex and point. There you go, some hip flexion and some hip extension. And flexion and extension. And 3 more. And 2. 1 more. There you go. And then rest your leg down. Now, let's turn out a little bit your top leg here. And then you're going to kick this leg up and lower. And always remember to keep the hips square. 3, 2, 1. And then point your toes, slide your toes into your bottom leg here. Reach this leg up to the ceiling, flex your foot, and then lower the leg. Point your toes, slide your toes into your bottom leg, reach up, flex, and lower. And 3 more. And 2. And 1 more. There we go, and slowly rest. There we go. Now bend your knees again. You're going to do some rotation on your upper spine. Bend your knees and bring your top hand on the back of your head. Now, take a deep breath in, move just your top leg up. Keep your knee bent here. And then you're going to move your thigh forward and drop your elbow back here. You're going to find some rotation on your upper spine. And then you're going to move your thigh back, but keep your knee bent and drop your elbow forward. And again, your thigh comes forward and you drop your elbow back. And come back forward. Elbow forward, your knee goes back. And one more time. And back. There we go. And slowly, let's come up here. Let's keep your knees bent, same side, same position. But now, we're going to keep your right hand on the floor here. And be careful with this. Try to move your shoulder away from your ear and pull your ribs in. From here, you're going to just move your hips forward and up and try to hold here. It's like your side plank. And now lower just halfway down and come up. And lower and lift. 2 more. 1 more. There you go. And try to stay on your side plank for 3, for 2, for 1, and slowly drop your hips all the way down. Let's switch sides here. And again, let's lie down first on your left side. If you want to, use your towel. I'm going to do on my arm. And just lying down here. There you go. You're going to start with your planchas. Remember to pull your ribs in here. Try to keep your hips even. And then keep your heels together, knees together, and just open and close your knee. Up and down. And let's do like 8 repetitions here. Let's do 4 more. And 3. And 2. and one more. There we go. Now extend your both legs. Bring your legs a little bit forward. It's just not to be here. Bring it a little, like 1 inch forward. And then you're gonna lift and lower this top leg. And 2 and 3. Remember always to keep the waistline a little bit off of the floor here. And 3 more. 2, 1. Let's prepare for your circles. Imagine you're drawing some circles with your heel, with your top heel, the wall just in front of you. 3, 2, 1, and reverse your circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more, 1 more, and come back. Now keep float your leg up, hold this leg up, and then kick your leg forward, flex your foot, point your toes to move your leg back. Hip extension and hip flexion, and inhale to kick forward and exhale back and forward and back. There we go. 3 more. Let's really work your hips. 2, 1 more. There we go, and rest the top leg down. Now turn out a little bit your leg, your top leg, still with your hips even here. Keep this hand in front of your chest, and then flex your foot, kick this leg up and down. 4 times. 2, 3, 1 more. There we go. Now point your toes, slide your toes into your bottom leg. Reach this leg up to the ceiling. Flex your foot and lower. And point. And reach and flex and lower. Point. And reach, flex, lower. 2 more. And 1 more. There we go. And rest. Now let's come up here. On your left hand now, on the floor, knees together, heels together, pull your ribs in. There you go, a lot of work on this shoulder. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you can keep your hand behind your head or arm up. And I'm gonna keep my hand behind my head. And then lift the hips. And almost all the way down. And 2. There we go. And 3. 2 more, 1 more, and slowly come all the way down. Now, lying down again, let's do the rotation now. Let's keep the top hand on the back of your head. Now, move this top leg up. Now, you're gonna bring your thigh forward and your elbow moves back. And then you're gonna send your leg back, and then your elbow come forward. And there you go. This is a lovely movement for your spine. You're gonna find some rotation. And back. And 1 more. There we go, and slowly come back. Now let's lie with your bellies facing the mat here. And then let's rest your forehead on your hands. Now from here, you're gonna do some swim first. You're going to reach your right leg away from you, that you have to lift your thigh off of the floor a little bit. But always keeping your pubic bone pressing down and your hip bone in contact with your mat. And then lower your leg down. And then your left. And right. And left. And then let's try to bring both legs up and then swim. Let's swim. 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 Let's do for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, Good. Let's do some extension on your upper back. Let's keep your both hands beside your chest here, your elbows pointing up, actually pointing towards your heels. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, start to move. Just change your gaze forward a little bit. And your chest up. And then come back. And if it's just your upper spine coming up and then lower. And 2 more. There you go. And if this feels good for you, you can go all the way up, and slowly start to bend your elbows. Place your pubic bone down, and then your lower belly, ribs, and go all the way down. Let's do one more time. Inhale, and come up. Lift your hips off of the floor, then bend your elbows. Move your pubic bone down, hips down, and belly and ribs, and lower your head down. Beautiful. Let's rest a little bit in your child's pose, if it's available for you, and rest a little bit here. There we go. Now, let's do some quadruped work. Let's keep your hands and knees on your mats here. Your spine reaching long here. Actually, the crown of your head reaching away from your tailbone here. Try to lengthen the spine here. There you go. Stay tall. Like push with your hands. Push the ground away. Try to keep your collarbones wide, but your shoulder blades wide here. And then let's move just your right leg back. Try to keep your hips square and slowly come back. And then your left and back. Now you're going to reach your right leg back and your left arm forward. There you go. Try to stay lifted here. Try to not sink your chest down. Try to stay up. And switch. And switch. Now reach your right leg back, left arm forward, and try to float your left foot off of the floor and balance here. And breathe. 2 more. 1 more, and come back. Left leg back. Square the hips, right arm forward. And try to move your right foot, your right shin off of the floor. And hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and slowly come back. Sit back a little bit on your heels and just circle a little bit your wrists here, both directions, and then you're going to do some planks. And remember, for your planks, you can always do on your forearms or on your hands. I'm going to do on my hands today, but you can always do on your forearms. Shake a little bit. There we go. Now let's prepare. Let's keep your hands on your mats, knees on the top, knees under your hips here. And then you're going to start reaching your right leg back. And then let's reach your left leg back. Try to keep your thighs really close together here. Try to engage your inner legs to support your plank here. Be careful with this. Okay, try to push the ground away from you. Bring your hips up. And just hold for 5 more times. 4, 2, 1, and slowly come back with your knees. Rest a little bit. Take a deep breath in. If you need a break, go for a break. Shake a little bit your hands. You can always do on your forearms, remember. And then come back there. Now, you're going to reach one leg back, the other leg back. Hold your plank here, and you're going to start run with your feet. One foot up, like, yeah, just alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly come back. There we go. Shake, 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 shake. Last one. Take a deep breath in and out. You have time. Let's do it. Let's keep your hands again. Knees on the top, under your hips. And then reach one leg back, the other leg back. Now you're going to bring your right hand on your left shoulder, super fast. And then your left. And switch, 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 switch. Faster, 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 faster. And if you want to, start to run. And run, and run, and run. 2, 3, 1. And slowly lower your knees and rest in your child's pose. Take a break. Inhale deeply through your nose. And exhale deeply through your mouth. One more time. There we go. Shake your hands a little bit. Now, let's stand up. But before, let's stay on your knees here. You're going to do some thigh stretch. Let's reach your both arms forward. And then try to lean your spine back. There we go. Be careful to try to not arch your back. Try to keep your ribs in and just hinge back. Try to reach your sacrum forward. There we go. And back. 2 more. Last one. There we go. Now, let's move your right foot forward. Let's stay here. Let's tuck your back toes under here and come up. There we go. Let's try to stay here and just fold your spine forward. If you need to bend a little bit your forward leg, bend, but try to stretch. Be gentle with your stretch here. And flex and straighten the leg. 2 more. 1 more. And try to stay here for a moment. Just drop your head and move side to side, your head side to side. Feel the stretch on the back of your right leg. There we go. 1 more time. There we go. Start to bend your both knees. Lower your back knee down again and come up again. And then switch legs. Left foot forward. There we go. Tuck your back toes under. And then try to come up here. There we go. Try to keep your both hip bones looking forward and fold your spine over here. There, feel the stretch. You can bend and straighten the forward leg, the front leg a little bit. 2 more. 1 more. Hold here and just move your head side to side. 2 more. 1 more. There you go. And slowly start to bend both knees. There we go. And come up in your both knees here. And let's do one more set for your thigh stretch. Moving, leaning your spine back, your body back here. And forward. 2 more. And last one. There we go. And then let's come up here. And let's shake your legs a little bit. There we go. Now, try to keep your feet. Let's see if you can see me here. Yeah. No, that's okay. Let's keep your legs really wide and your feet a little bit in external rotation. And just bend here and extend your legs. And bend. And extend. There we go. Let's do 2 more. And one more. There we go. Let's stay here. Bend your knees. Let's stay here. Be careful. Try to not move your hips back. Try to keep your hips in line with your ribs here. And then let's place your both hands on your knees here. And now move your hips back a little bit. And then bring your right shoulder towards your left knee, but it's a little rotation on your spine. Try to hold your knee away, push your knee away here, and then move your shoulder towards your knee. And come back. And again, push your knee away from you, and move your shoulder towards your knee. And come back. One more time. And there we go. And come back to your center, round your back, and roll your spine all the way up, and close your feet together. And let's finish with one roll down. Reach your both arms up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, start to roll your head forward, and then your shoulders. Feel your shoulders super heavy, your head heavy, and roll your spine all the way down if you can. You can slightly bend your knees if you want to. There we go. And take a deep breath in. Move your head. And then as you exhale, slowly start to roll your spine all the way up. Try to feel the weight of your body more on the balls of your feet, and roll all the way up. Good job. Thank you, everyone. Hope to see you again on next Monday at 11:30. Okay, let's work together. I'm really glad to be here, and see you next time. Okay.